Hello YouTube. Well, it's race night. Let's see how we get on with this, 7:15. We'll change over to another channel. Still be streamed on here, you can still watch it. Let's see how it goes. Here's a list of your drivers. We'll just go see some liveries. That's who we're doing it for. That's Colin and Olgin. Is that working? Yeah. Oh dear. Car sales. Suppose we'll do a practice bit of driving. See how we get on. We are in the Porsche. Cold tyres. Going to be a long race. 12 laps of this, by the way. 14 drivers, 2 streamers. Already raised 1,700 quid, so we're going strong, but you can donate. There's a link at the bottom in the description. Couple of shout outs who sponsored me personally. We've got Fox Electrical, Mumby Travel, Logo Me Up, Natalie's Hair Salon. Thanks guys. There's Jaggy. Jose, Portuguese guy. Here's Pud. Very similar livery, similar kind of sponsors. Jimbo, tough stuff. Mr. Luke. Another Sparky. I do believe there's a Sparky as well, I think. Evil Minded. Last Udden. Eddie Barra. He's just off the other side of the bridge from me, near Humber Bridge. And you guys watching. Richie Moocha. Stephen, our Belgian friend. Cheers Logan Patterson, how are we doing? Thanks for the comment. I'm not going to be able to type much in this, as you're probably aware of. Here's the sponsors again, thank you guys, absolutely fantastic. Nice bright livery. Just remember guys, you can still donate, there is a link below. We've got about 1700 quid at kitty. Be nice to get to 2k. Another 5 minutes and we should be switching over to other stream, then I can get some practice in. And you over to the other 2 YouTubers. Or there may be 3, I don't know. This guy's quick here, this last Udden. Tipping him to win this. Between him and Luke, I think. Phil Rainford won it last year. He's not racing with us this year. He got the charity trophy. Well deserved as well. He's a sponsor of Pro Elite Roofing. Let's see if we can find a logo on somebody's car. Let's have a look. Shout it. There we are. It's on side of Stephen's car. Pro Elite Roofing. That's the guy who won it last year, who sponsored. Don't know that guy. Shout out to Gaz, says he's watching me on Big Telly. Hey up Ollie if you're watching. That's the guys from Mumby Travel. Right, we've got a full room here, so driver. Yeah. Mod's not here. Hello cars, Chad Holland is watching as well, guy from work. Hi guys.
good. Yeah, but
Alright then guys, just start on the order now I think.
hello everyone. Top tier streamers on the clock tonight. Didn't even realise that we were live.
Yep. Welcome to the Shikaka YouTube channel. I'm Shikaka. As you can hear, I'm joined by Corinthus.
Almost didn't get it live on time. Yeah.
We're here tonight for the SupportED Charity Race 2026, which was co-founded by one of our racing colleagues, Colin and Olgin.
In this race today, he set it up in memory of his daughter who lost her life in 2014 due to an eating disorder. Set it up with his wife, and in total they've raised over 17 grand so far, acting as a support helpline for children with eating disorders, just being someone who you can go to and talk to about it, 'cause it's a very sensitive topic. Like sometimes some people feel like they can't talk to their parents about it, so he set up that charity to sort of be there for them children, and I think it's such a lovely thing that he's done, all the money that he's raised towards it, and I'm really happy to be a part of this charity race for it.
Yep, and tonight racing in this event are a mix of drivers from Fair Play Racing, and they are Colin Tremble, Paul Walker, Neil Bettridge, Addy Barra Parker, Michael Howard, Scott McDougall, Jim Maplebeck, Kevin Butcher, Luke Whelan, Stephen Dead, Mark Southwell, Adrian Shingler, Darren Shepherd, and Jose Nunez. Raced with a few of these in the open lobbies.
Yeah, well, I mean, I recognise Colin. Last dude on as well, he's in chat. Seems to be everyone's favourite for the win by the looks of it.
Yep, let's
And he is quite fast in practice.
So as you can see, this race is going to be 12 laps of the Nürburgring, the endurance. It's going to be CO1 early morning, times 5 for the weather, times 2 on the tyre wear, times 2 for your fuel refuel rates too. So just a nice straightforward race, and they're going to be out in the group 3s. In terms of tyres, everything's available and nothing's required. So as you'd expect for a charity race, just a nice straightforward battle.
Yeah, I believe I did a couple laps earlier just to get a feel for it. I think it's going to be a one-stop mainly, a mix of mediums and softs. The fuel should go half race distance, but actually saying I think it's a one-stop, there is it's a mandatory 2-stop. I didn't catch that, so I'm completely waffling. Yeah, they can do whatever they want. But yeah, I think it's a one-stop on fuel.
We sending out on stream. Need to turn you up a little bit, maybe. Can everyone hear us alright out there? Welcome into the chat. Who have we got?
Yeah, you sound alright, but I'm quite quiet, so turn me up a little bit.
Turn you up a bit. We've got Isabel, Beppe. Hello, Skylar. That's my 10-year-old, that one.
Oh, no.
Alright, one moment. Just gonna throw that.
Sent the stream link into Karting Society, so hopefully I'll spot one of them in chat. Come on, Colin, you can get into the 8-minute 10s. Not 8 minutes, 8 or 9. Breathing on the door. You can tell Colin's been putting loads of practice in this one. Seen him for the past couple of weeks, every day with a lobby up for it.
Oh, he does put in the practice there, Colin, doesn't he?
Yeah, he had a mental result throwdown on Monday, I heard.
Having a look at some liveries. Obviously this is a charity race, so there is an opportunity if you do wish to donate. The links are in the description. If anybody in chat wants to put any links into the chat, you're more than welcome to. And if you do feel like donating, go for it. It'd be very...
Managed to raise... the latest update I've got is the 12th of March, I think, and there was £1,705 raised purely from this event.
Yeah.
So I think it was they paid an entry fee, donated an entry fee to the charity. I think it was either £5-10 maybe.
Yeah.
And everything else just came from the heart.
There's also, you'll see in your bottom left corner, some those are the sponsors of tonight's race, who have kindly also donated to the cause. So massive shout out to them as well. These are the people that make these charities possible. And we'll try and tell you a bit more about it as we go through the night.
Yeah, it's a decently long race, 12 laps here. We're looking at around now an hour and a half, around that range of time. But it's a really nice length of the Nürburgring, so it's not too long like 2.5 hours where it feels like exhausting. It's just a nice, like, laid back Nürburgring race, but it is gonna test that endurance aspect of it.
Some funky liveries.
Yeah. The 992 seems to be really popular.
Yeah, I've got, so what have you got out of track at the minute? Got 296 and a
Yeah, I did go around in
WRX.
the 992 for a bit because I literally joined the lobby and everyone was in it. But it's nice, like you can get it around the corners, but it sort of feels like you have to have put a lot of hours in to be able to drive it around here, because that, like the RR aspect of the car, it's very tail happy. It's very easy, I found, to lose the rear. Maybe that's just because I'm a terrible driver. Maybe it's the car. Who knows?
I'm just awful here anyway.
I love the Nürburgring. Danny boy, nice to see you in chat, mate. How you doing,
mate? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Brand team reunion here.
That's it.
Right.
Alright, we will be. The race is set to be getting underway in about 3 minutes.
Nice.
I'm not too familiar with all these drivers, so do forgive me if I don't know who you are from your online IDs. Some are being more obvious than others.
Yeah. I do remember seeing something in Facebook about like a link between people's real names and their online IDs for this race, but I cannot find it for the life of me.
Not too bad though, thanks Dan. It's 12 laps, mate.
Yeah, so around 90 minutes. No quali, just going straight into it.
I did have some information about how they were sorted. Need to double check it.
Oh, wait.
Colin did tell me. I just got a brain like a sieve.
I've been a bit dozy today as well. 2 Muppets on comms. What an event. Race for 7:30. It was free practice from 7 to determine the grid. So they're either using these times here, maybe, which not everyone seems to set a lap, or they're using like past race results to do
did
it.
mention it. I can't find it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of. They've been doing practice for a while, so maybe it's going off like practice race results. If anyone in chat does know how we're planning on running that, do let us know, please.
I have got some information on some of the drivers. Some of it is some of it's quite interesting as it goes.
Oh, like proper professor level.
No, we've got characters who have driven in F1 to people who have been shot in the head, and I'm not even joking.
Right, we need to like sort of sprinkle them out throughout the laps.
This is it.
Like this sounds too good to just sort of blurt out before the race starts. This needs to be an end of the lap like little treat we can read one of them out. Pick it by like a wheel of doom.
It was Whack who was nice enough to give me a rundown on some of the drivers there. We'll head back to the menu for the minute. We're due to get underway for this
now.
Yeah. Alright, let's go then, shall we?
Get this show on the road.
Alright, the SupportED.
Kick your feet up, grab some popcorn.
SupportED 2026 charity race. Here we go.
Thought we were backwards on the Dottinger for a second there. Seems to be Udon on pole, Maximus second, and Jim Max third.
Rolling start.
And we all get off to Oh yeah, it's a rolling start.
Lights out, and then
Lights out and away we go, and we see Udon power down to turn 1, the power of that 992 coming out. Colin in 5th, later on the brakes, then I'm losing. He's going to try around the outside. Colin still kept his car there. They're going to go side by side into turn 2, and it looks like Colin's got the position off the line for P4. Wonderful move there, Colin. Further back down, we've got Mickey Mutra and Pud going side by side into turn 3. And it looks like Pud's got up into P8. Very nice move there. All seems to be clean through. A little bit of a slide for Mark. Mark keeps it under control though. Udon up front extends his lead to almost a second now. Is a second. Already seeing action before we've got onto the Nordschleife.
Just joining our leader, he has pulled a 1.3 second gap, followed by Maximus, Jim Maps, then Colin.
Yeah, Emily's in it right on the back tail of Colin. Colin keeping that P4 going into the shape here, and they're going to have a look up the inside, backs out of it though. Wise decision there as we go onto the run, onto the Nordschleife now, later on the brakes. I'm losing it, does get out of the way, and some wonderful, clean aggressive racing here that we're seeing onto the Nordschleife now, still following. Race or Waster wants to have a go around here as well. Got a 3-way battle brewing up for P4. Jaggy and Puds close together as well.
Not seen any incidents.
A nice little train forming here. No, incredibly clean. Further up, my leader, Udon, 1.7 seconds, already starting to power off into the distance. The chat's favourite. Looking at that livery, absolutely beautiful on that 992. One of the funkiest liveries I've ever seen. I love the multicoloured paint, like shifting as you pan the camera around.
Good effort that one, isn't it?
Almost 2 seconds already that lead Udon's got. Now looking at tyres, it does look to be the entire grid on the medium. Nothing about mandated tyres, but we do have to have a 2-stop in this race. Tyres and fuel,
both 2.
Is it 1x, 1x? Both 2. So fuel will do around 6 laps in most cars. Tyres probably the same, softs maybe a bit less, because I believe if the softs have done it, it'd all be on them. There's got to be a reason for the entire grid being on mediums. Jaggy right up the rear end of Racer or Waster there, looking to try and get that P6 off their hands.
We're just really enjoying this at the minute as Race or Waster is he's getting on the bumper of I'm losing it here.
Definitely some wicked aggressive racing. Perfect. I mean, this is my first impressions of the league, and they're definitely putting on a show for us. Collins pulled a second gap to I'm losing it, given that pressure from Race or Waster. So Colin getting into a nice little comfortable P4 momentarily. That gap's coming down though. The 296 is chasing the Scotsman down and down. 7/10 that gap still as we go to one of the trickiest sections of the circuit. The downhill braking in that 992.
A bit wide from losing
Colin
it.
does well, gains a little bit on losing it from going wide. Still pulling away from Racer or Waster. Jaggy, that gap building slightly also. Udon up there. Udon is absolutely flying. I saw a yellow flag somewhere. Who's that that's gone off?
Try to clip it.
Looks to be Pud with damage. And Mickey Mooch has also got damage.
See if I can go back and
maybe
catch
2
that.
cars. Yeah,
Oh, God, what happened there, boys?
I saw that yellow flag. Oh wait, I need to see us on the stream.
Not entirely sure. We'll try and have another look. I think I was a second too late. All you see is everyone
Yeah.
turned in circles.
Oh, what a replay!
There was also
All you see is
there
just
was all sorts
carnage.
going on there.
Right. Damage.
Two peaks, I
Yeah.
still don't know.
Damage update. Damage is on light, so not the end of the world for them boys, but pretty comical looking
I
crash.
think it'll be the first or the
Mickey
last.
going on. Yeah. Mickey going onto the grass a bit momentarily there. But Udon just absolutely sending it in that 992, showing everyone exactly how it's done. Take it, Udon might be the alien of this league. Create like sub 8-minute laps round in Nürburgring Endurance, incredibly impressive, especially on mediums. You just see the confidence he's got, pelting the cars into those corners, clipping the
The
apexes.
driver that went off, was that Pud?
Yeah.
So he's someone I have got a bit of information on. Neil Pud is, from what I can decipher, background on Pud 007, right? So that's Neil Bettridge. Sorry. Neil Bettridge's racing career appears to be rooted in Formula One, specifically the British Formula One Championship, or also known as the Aura AFX F1 Championship.
Sorry to cut you off. Evil Minder just spun it. His car's absolutely
See if we can
mangled.
catch that in a second. This is a couple of key points about his career. He's drove for Melchester Racing using the Tyrrell 008 with a full Cosworth DFV 3-litre V8, and later for the same team in the Arrows A1. He also drove a McLaren M23. He participated in the 1979 British Formula One Championship, competing in rounds 8 to 13 in a Tyrrell 008, rounds to 14 and 15 in the Arrows. According to the Motorsport data race, Bettridge accumulated 20,060 results in his career through specific details about his.
They forced him to retire for being that good. Just to cut you off, Balfour P6 side by side on the Dottinger are Jaggy and Racer. Jaggy just getting past using that slipstream, but that's allowed Racer to slip back, coming onto the harsh braking zone. I think Jaggy's close enough to taken this position. He's pulled a decent gap. Be hard to send it from there. That's a wonderful slipstream overtake from the 992 on the Hyundai.
Close to the barrier on the exit there as well.
Yeah, giving it that absolute limit. Racer's not backing off. He's got into that slipstream, into turn one. Gains a bit in the braking, does Jaggy, but loses the apex. Racer clips it perfect. He's gained about a tenth from all that. Racer a bit tighter through turn two. Jaggy using a bit more of the track, and that allows him to pull that gap up to 7 tenths. Much more smooth is Jaggy through this section. We can see him barrel off into the distance there. Wonderful driving from both.
I'm losing. It's gained the place over Colin to take 4th place.
Oh, yeah, did you catch that?
I didn't catch it.
It's
20,000 races in a career for Pud. It's amazing.
Can't believe they made him retire.
Checking on our leader. 5-second gap now for the Udon. Maximus doing well though. He's got a 3.5-second gap between him and 3rd place Jim Maps. Where's the action?
seem to be all coming in. Closest two drivers on track is Evil Minded and Mark the Mod 62, so that's the 13th and 14th mark just going off a little bit there. The commentators cursed a little bit, and that's pulled that gap to 2.5 seconds, so like never mind. 8 through 11 are quite close to each other, about a second odd between all the drivers.
Hood's coming back up the order after that spin.
Yeah, climbed his way back up to 10th, doing very well.
He's
Udon update, 5.4 seconds ahead of Maximus. No time stopping, no sign stopping anytime soon.
Let's have a look at some of these liveries.
So the whole thing that SupportED, the main thing that they try to get across is be accessible. They want to help everyone where it's most needed at the heart of the Scottish community. They try to ensure that their services are open and accessible to absolutely anyone that needs help. I thought it was just children, but no, it just seems to be anyone that you can go to if you just need a shoulder to cry on about, if you're having trouble with eating, if you're overeating, undereating, anything that can feel quite difficult to talk about. They offer there. They work in close relationships with other charities and hospitals throughout the whole community to make sure that everyone can get the help that they need. Just a little bit more information on the charity that we're supporting today.
Sitting with Mickey Moocher at the minute. Addy Barra's had a little bit of a moment somewhere, and Mickey's all over the back of him in a battle for 8th place.
Further up, Jaggy and Racer still toe to toe. Got two little battles throwing. You keep the cameras on Nicky and Addy. I'll look at the other ones
like
so you can make sure we
Jaggy's
capture
coming
everything.
up to Colin as well. So
yeah, these two have been starting to catch him a little bit. That gap come down to 2.5 seconds. Now the
three-way battle for him developing there. Pud's caught all the way onto Mickey's bumper now.
Yeah,
it's giving Addy a chance to get away a little bit as Mickey tries to defend.
Yeah, Pud's had a little bit of a vague sniff there, backed out, knew better of it, not as confident through there, trying to go for an overtake there. Mickey catching up a bit of dust, and that's allowed Pud to get right in the slipstream. The 992 slightly better in a straight line. He's going to try around the outside onto the grass momentarily. Pud doing his best. Max Verstappen in pressure with side by side now. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Pud with the switch.
Push on the limit.
Oh, still side by side.
Oh, Addy's gone off ahead of Pud.
And is Pud going to be able to carry that momentum and get past Addy as well? Even with coming off, Addy just recovers perfectly and keeps that gap around 1 second. What an overtake from Pud for P9 though, oh my word.
And he looks like he's ready to take Addy as well.
Yeah, alright, this might make me sound like a robot, but I'm absolutely boiling in here, so I'm going to turn the fan on. If it does affect the mic quality, do tell me though.
I will let you know, sir.
Yeah,
great battle this.
Yeah, it looks like Wack wants to have a little bit of a go as well. Four-way battle for P8. Addy cannot pull away from Pud. He's just getting closer and closer and closer every corner. Pud proper making amends after that early spin on last lap.
Someone of his racing pedigree wouldn't have liked that one little bit. We still don't really know what happened.
Yeah.
Just that there was...
Just looks like he came around the corner and there was death and destruction. Collins pulling a little bit on Jackie, that gap around 3 seconds just further ahead. 1.12 I'm losing. Podium is still quite far away from each other, almost an 8-second lead what Udon's got.
Right, here we go.
So definitely still Racer and Jaggy seem to be working together to try and catch Colin. But it's definitely this battle for P8 that we need to keep the cameras on. Oh my word. It looks like Pud's just getting closer and closer. We're definitely going to see some action onto the
Oh! We're on board with Pud. He got the curve all wrong.
Right. Commentator's curve there. Sorry, mate. That's given Addy a much more comfortable security. 1.4 seconds now. Pud lost from that mistake, and he's roaming right back at it. You can see that gap coming down and down once again. Pud wants that position so bad.
As we come to the long straight home.
Yeah, 1.3, 1.2 seconds. Pud's not going to get that slipstream advantage. Further ahead, Jaggy and Racer are side by side though. Bumping doors, and Jaggy almost goes off. Come on, boys, keep it sensible. Looks like Jaggy's got... No, Jaggy was ahead the whole time. I'm going to need to have a look at that.
Right now.
Bit of contact on the Dottinger.
Look at that.
Oh,
Bit of swapping of paint. Bit of argy
but
bargy.
he's still alive. Jaggy did not want to let him pass there.
Kept his position.
Yeah, kept P6. Lovely bit of aggressive racing. We got
We'll
further
go over the
5/10 now. He's proper. He's on fire. Looking at
start
Addy.
finish of the GP trek. We'll go over to start lap number 3.
8:01.061 for Udon, fastest lap of the race, and 8.5 seconds his lead now
I've
in
just
that
realised
Porsche.
the stream has got no fastest lap.
Yeah, we don't get it anymore. I don't know if it was the last update, but in fact, it was in IRO as well. I had to manually be flicking through the grid to try and estimate what the fastest lap would be.
Wide.
And it looks like Pud's going to try around the outside. No, he's gone too wide. But if he got past Addy, yes he has. And so has Wack.
Whoa.
Addy dropping 2 positions in one corner. When we thought he'd keep both, right, so Addy goes wide and compromises his entry into there. Pud's already passed round the outside, taking the racing line, and it just looks like Addy's got no room, and Wack was so close to him. Just both cars whizzed by, 1 mistake, 2 positions lost.
So Wack quietly going about his business on the back of Pud now. And he's recovered a little bit. He's going to try and come back at him if he can.
Yeah, I thought Wack and Pud were like the same team, just very similar looking liveries. FL did pop up and then changed, so it seems to only be on it if you're on the car as they go across the track. And then you change the view to look at someone else and it changes it. Saying Danny Boy? Would sound like polyphony because God forbid like we actually have the game work.
Very strange. Just gonna sit and look at our leader for a minute.
Yeah, the funky mobile. I think this is a good time for me to do a run down the grid. So we've got the last Udon in P1 dominating this race in that 992, 8:01.061 last lap, fastest lap of the race. Then it's Maximus, 9.3 seconds back in the 992 as well, 8:04.6 last lap, 8.3 seconds back. Rounding the podium off is Jim Mabs in the Subaru WRX, nice and bright pink. Bit of black on there. Danny Boy, I'm sure, is absolutely drooling at his screen seeing that livery on that WRX. 8:08, so still very respectable times for this circuit on medium tyres. And it's 4.3 seconds to I'm Losing It in the 296. Seen a lot of action with him and Colin ZFS Analdian, founder of SupportED, the charity that we're fundraising for this race. And he's sitting in a nice comfortable P3 to P5 actually. It's 3.6 seconds to Jaggy and Racer. Been giving us some proper action in that 992 and Genesis X. No, that's a Hyundai Jack, not a Genesis. You blind brat. But yeah, these two have been neck and neck the entire race, giving us loads of action, scraping paint on the Dottinger as they try and chase Colin to get that P5. Then we've got a nice bit of a gap, 24.3 seconds to this, what was the battle for P8, but seems to be put in a nice little comfortable bit of track on his own, making amends from that spin on lap 1. He's climbed his way back up to P8, 4 seconds back to Wack, who's also been giving us a lot of action along with Addy and Mickey Moocher. And then we've got Lulu, 18.8 seconds back in a nice bit of track on his own. 47.3 seconds back is Evil Minded after having that massive moment last lap. Taking a while to get it back. He's left his hazards on, I don't know if you noticed that. But yeah, losing loads of time after a spin. And he was giving us a bit of action with Mark earlier, but Mark seems to have gone off as well, 32.9 seconds off. So there's been plenty of action in this race, to be honest. Maximus's livery was your favourite. Oh, yeah, the Evil Minder's gone off.
It would be, that's a good segue into Evil Minded's talking points.
Wicked, let's keep the track, let's keep the cameras on him. Maximise
at the back of the pack and in the barriers. At the back of the pack and in the barriers is Evil Minded. He's fed his kids, though they're still hungry. He's been sim racing for 2 years and he still can't drive.
Me too, mate, me too.
I love that.
I'm just designing the cars as well and I still can't drive.
I love that.
Now that's the commentator in the making.
Last Udon. We've been given random facts for Udon. His first ever racing game was Road Rash on the Mega Drive. His first ever league race was F1 2013, where he used to race on a keyboard. He graduated at
keyboard.
He graduated Eddie Barra's School of Racing. Use code ARCAD for 10% off.
We need to do this for ZFS races. You just get like get whacked to do as a template.
Can't even pretend to say the things we'd say on a ZFS one. This is for charity.
Yeah, no, in second thought, that might not be a... Maybe we should do it when we're, like, if we do CTC again and we're up, like, P1R or something, and we're just, like, in the slaughterhouse, then we can, like, just lop a bit like that.
Colin seems to have settled nicely into that 12th spot. Half a tank of fuel, good tyres. So, yeah, they're on for six laps, as you said.
Yep.
Huzzah!
Genius strategist as always. Huzzah! Hey up, mate, how you doing? Hey up, Reed. Right, everyone jumping in now, showing the support. Anyone that's just jumped in doesn't know what we're doing here. It's a 9-minute endurance race. I said 90. I'm slowly like just Yeah, brilliant English. There we go. We're raising money for a Collins charity, SupportED. It's we set it up to help just be there for people with eating disorders, just being a nice little place to go, like if you need help. We're not asking everyone to donate, but it is a charity race, and if anyone does feel like donating to the cause, there is a donation link in the description. And yeah, they've raised, I think they started it in around lockdown, and they've raised £17,000 so far. And just this event alone, with all the sponsors and drivers donating, we're just about north of £2,000 now, I believe, and it would be lovely if we could hit that goal.
To a little bit of context to it, it is the man we're on at the minute. It's his family charity, and it is SupportED.Scotland.org. And it was set up after the death of his younger daughter, after she had a long-term eating disorder, and it was their way of helping others in a similar situation. And back when they started it, which was actually 2011, there was no support or help for eating disorders that could be found. They have built it to the point they now have 4 members of staff, all on full salary. So it's an amazing thing.
Pezza's asking who's in comms. It's Schick and Jaden, mate.
It is I and Mr. Cruentes. Yep, we're just sitting here enjoying the race so far, mate.
Yeah, it's been well entertaining, hasn't it? It was a four-way battle for P8 at one point. It looks like everyone's settled down a bit. Interesting to see what strategies we have, because I can't see anyone that's into the pits yet. Everyone's still on that third set of mediums. Shut up about go to sleep. I'm actually going out right after this.
Student life.
Student life, yes. Got paid like bits for my tutoring. Can go out and not break the bank. I mean, this is like once in a lifetime opportunity for me. I'm going to enjoy it. So no, Pezzo, will not be going to sleep anytime soon.
Alright, so is the one you've been waiting for, Cruentes. We're on board with Mark the Mod. This is Mark's talking points.
Yeah.
He says he's married and he has one son. He comes from Birmingham. When he was 17, he got shot in the head, which left him paralysed down his left side. He drives with one hand, and he's been racing with Fair Play Racing since it started. He enjoys going fishing and listening to Northern Soul and 60s music, and worked for Virgin Media for 20 years. He uses a steering ball like a forklift driver.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like that's definitely the meta setup, mate. As you can see, it's working absolutely flawless for him.
So yeah, I told you we had someone on track who'd been shot in the head. Honestly, when that.
Oh, that's why his livery makes sense as well now.
We'll have a quick look at that. The mod on target. Yeah, when that one hit my inbox, I was sort of had to read it a couple of times. I was like, are you sure, mate?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it did say Birmingham, so it's not too far.
I wasn't going to say it.
Right next to me, isn't it? So.
Is it still running?
About what's happened to us? Yeah, it's still running. You've not broke everything, don't worry. Well, you're in charge and not me. The closest two drivers on track is I'm losing it and Jaggy. 1.7 seconds. Jaggy's just pulled a bit away from Racer or Waster now. That's 2.2 seconds the gap. They were neck and neck for a bit. Tyres are definitely a lot different for everyone because there's quite a couple different cars. 296 seems to be struggling quite a bit. We might see I'm losing it come in. If everyone's on a 2-stop, that would be 3 lots of 4. So we might see some go the full 6 and do 3 and 3. Maybe we might see some come in at the end of this lap. But I think we are entering a pit window. They might be able to spice some things up. Because the closest 2 drivers on track at the moment is, oh, Evil Minded going round again, just about caught that, going on too much onto the curb for the number 38. Yeah. He's beached it on the curb. See, this is what switching to wheel felt like. It's like everything was just a 20-point turn. Go on, mate. Go on, foot down. Way! Got
Nice
it going.
one, Piz. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Yeah, thanks for the support, mate. Means a lot.
So Udon's got a 16-second lead now. Maximus in second, 10-second gap to third as Udon comes in on the full flap.
Well, I think I've got a bit of sports mix on. No, AM.
Right, so Jaggy is creeping up onto. I'm losing it now.
Yeah, Maximus.
So we must have missed an incident for 5th place losing it there because Colin finds himself 6 seconds up the road in 4th.
Yeah, might have been when we were watching Evil Minded go try and get it back on the road.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Colin stays out. He's going to be promoted to the lead of this race. My goat, Colin. Jaggy comes in. Racer stays out. Next to come across the line is going to be Pud. His tyres and fuel looking quite good.
Udon's
so I'm pretty
coming
sure he's
out
going to
into
stay out.
turn 1 with Racer Waster close behind. Or not a little closer than it was there.
Yeah. Oh, nice and clean through there. Pud comes in. Whacking as well.
So is that?
So yeah, Colin with a 10.5 second margin to Udon. Udon having a pit stop already on Racer. Maximus, who's technically P2 at the moment, is 9.3 seconds behind Racer, and everyone else behind has already pit. Nice little battle for what is P6 on the track, as Mickey Moocher stays out and Jaggy and I'm losing it come out right behind him. 1.5 odd seconds separating those drivers, but fresher tyres, that should catch up and condense a bit. Might see losing it. Looking at the fuel, there's definitely altering strategies there. Let's jumble it up a bit. Jaggy's gained tremendously on losing it. Possibly taking a bit less fuel. He's saving a bit more. We're a bit clueless, so we missed out half of this. 9.4 seconds already, that gap between Colin and Udon.
Softs not have done the 4 laps if they were going to pit on this anyway.
Well, when I did practice, I did 2 laps on the softs. I didn't finish the lap, and I was spinning all over the place. But I reckon they could have done like 3 hours. Maybe I reckon Colin's doing a 6:33.
Udon at the minute, about the second half quicker than Colin at the moment, catching very quickly.
Yeah, he's on a charge, Mr. Udon Noodle. Racer's not losing too much to Maximus. That gap was around 7.
Maximus did pit in second, didn't he?
Yeah, Maximus is P2 on track. Everyone else has hit up to Mickey Mucho, who hasn't
It's a racer away start, and Colin at P1, the only ones not to pit.
Yeah, at the top,
Mickey
hasn't pit, nor has... Yeah, Mickey hasn't pit, that's why he's 24 seconds ahead.
Oh, there he is.
It was in that fight, just towards the back. Lulu also hasn't pit, nor has Evil Minded or Mark.
He's taking a second a corner here at the minute.
Pretty much, yeah. Udon's proper got his foot down there. Oh, you're going to see him break into the sub 8 minutes on mediums.
Is Udon still the fastest lap, 8:01?
Yeah, 8:01, 061. Next fastest, I believe, is Maximus with 8:04. Yeah, and then 8:07 for Jim Max, 8:10 for Jaggy, 8:06 for losing it, 8:19 for Mickey, 8:12 for Pud, 8:16 for Wack, 8:29 for Lulu, 8:21 for Barry, 8:39 for Evil Minded, and Mark Lamont fastest lap's a 9:06. Pulled into the bit. I don't think I caught Colin either, which is a 8:10.4. So yeah, definitely by a comfortable 3-second margin. It's still
Colin's
Udon,
very consistent though, look at that.
And it looks like he's...
It's the one thing he really works on, just being consistent.
Yeah, Colin's... Yeah. Because again, how fast he's going, he's going to set the exact same lap again and again and again.
Maximus made any progress? Not as much as I thought.
He's definitely gaining, but not as much as Udon on Colin. Yeah, Udon's just on a mission.
So losing it, still chasing Jaggy down. They've pitted. Mickey Mooch are chasing them in 8th. Is yet to pit.
Yeah.
Pudding Knight's already pitted.
Yeah, definitely closest battle is going to be between losing it and Jaggy. Be interesting to see where Racer comes out, because we've seen him absolutely try and him and Jaggy put a proper show for us.
Oh!
Losing it's definitely lost quite a bit in the pits.
Mickey's decked it.
Oh, there goes Mickey.
What happened to
Can't
Mickey?
park there, mate.
I think he touched a bit too much of the old grass.
Set a replay marker. Oh yes. I've got a yeah, on the exit.
No, just too much speed.
Too much clip
speed
the grass, which is sending round.
Lucky Nick. Mooch into the barrier.
So easy to do.
Alright, losing it is right on Jaggy's behind there.
Yeah.
We've got a battle. You take it over, Mr. Man.
Yeah. There we go. Right, let me get my track map up because this part of the Nürburgring I know it, but I need to know roughly whereabouts we are. So yeah, we've got about 6 kilometers left of this lap as we're coming up towards one of the best sectors of the Nordschleife. I feel these corners are some of the most satisfying to hook up, most satisfying to get right, and it seems to be favouring that RR Porsche perfectly, as just from being on board with them momentarily, that they've gained almost a second on the 296 over the jump now, and that one settles. I'm losing its back end, but just using that to throw it into the corner, and he's gained 2 or 3 tenths on that Porsche. Jaggy not getting this section right, not quite getting the speed that he wanted through the corner after the jump. As we come onto the run towards the Dottinger straight now, that's where it's all going to come in. That's 7.5 tenths roughly. That's where the slipstream starts to play a role, and I'm losing it. It's comfortably in that gap. I reckon it's around half a second to 4 tenths around that range to be thinking about an overtake, and it looks like he's got a slightly better run through onto the Dottinger. Did have to lift there. Our leaders into the pits. Anogin and Racer pitting on lap 5. That promotes Udon back into the lead of this race. Back on the cameras for the battle for P6, and it looks like Jaggy is close, far enough ahead that he's not going to have to worry about losing it going for an overtake now, but he is gaining. 165 versus 160, and he might be close enough. What's Jaggy to go do? Is he going to cover it off? Is I'm losing it going to go for it? Looks like I'm losing it. He's going to play it smart. He's going to back out and try and use Jaggy to try and catch the guys ahead. We know the podium's a bit too far ahead, but where's Colin and Racer going to come out ahead of this? Past the pit lane now, and they're close to each other. Racer still very much sitting there. It looks like we're comfortably ahead. Colin comes out the pits in P6. They've both jumped. The undercut working very strong for
two
losing
places
it, and
that cost
Jaggy.
Colin there. He was net P4.
Yeah, and it looks like Racer's lost out even more. You know, lap 3, lap 4, right on the back end of Jaggy, and that gap between P4 and P7 now is around 25-26 seconds. That no, I can't do maths. It's 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Penalty
that,
for Colin.
Racers lost to a man that he was side by side with. Driver that's been putting some mental laps in, and in a pretty different car, sort of slipping under the radar a bit, I'd say, is the man in P3, Jim Maps. Don't know if we've got any info on him, but the Danny Boy Barbie Mobile put in an absolute stormer in and should be on for a very comfortable P3, provided nothing happens to Udon and Maximus. We're just about approaching the halfway distance. That will happen in around like 5-6 minutes. So yeah, 50, like just over
I've got
an hour and a
talking
half.
points for Eddie and Colin.
Eddie and Colin. Oh, Colin's
and Whack.
just about catching up. And Whack. Fire one at random. It's a good point. Coming up to half race distance.
Alright, Whack.
Sprinkle one out.
Where is he?
P9.
Mr. Whack.
Already on him.
52 years of age, from Yorkshire. He's an electrical engineer. Used to run pubs back in the day. Loves a Guinness. He's got 2
big up engineers and Guinness.
2,500 hours in GT7. Originally from Barnsley. He uses the G Pro Logitech GT Omega rig. He's been doing fair play racing about 2 years, and it's his second year doing the charity race.
Nice. They've been putting on a show for us, getting through that battle.
Again, shout out to our sponsors flashing away there in the bottom right hand corner. You'll see many of them featured on the liveries as well.
Yeah, Wax is a sort of sponsor mobile, it seems. McLaren would be very jealous of this one. Paul Walker.
Yeah, he's got them all, mate. Real name Paul Walker, as you can see there on the car.
One of the main admins of the group, along with Colin.
Probably lost the abilities for replays there, apologies. He clicked out of the stream, out of the lobby.
You absolute melon. Try it just in case. Let's see if it's completely...
No.
Look at it. I'm the one that's supposed to lose the replay action. I've got it perfectly fine. Don't call a jinx on that. Be very, very, very gentle with your keyboard, because for the next 50 minutes it's gonna take those words for granted.
Sorry about that, everyone watching. Hello in the chat again to Beppe, Elvis and things. Good evening. Yeah. Welcome in.
What an egg indeed. Speaking of eggs, you know what goes well with them? Udon noodles, and Udon is 17.4 seconds ahead of Maximus, who's 22.5 seconds ahead of Jim Max, who's 24 seconds ahead of
nearly a second half up on his best time.
He's on for 7:59 here. If you can match his best and through the jump, you can just see the confidence that he's got in that Porsche. Flying through the last twisty, turny section, completely flat out as we head towards the sharp right-hander. Harsh on the brakes, down to fourth, down to third for the mini carousel. That's all ready for the mini carousel's there. I'm blind. That's all down to the Dottinger, past the 19 kilometer road that was. They come flying through it onto the long straight, just under, no, it's just over 3 kilometers the straight, I believe. Yeah, there's the 20 doors. Pushing that 992 to its absolute limits. 161, 162 mile an hour. Without slipstream, we're seeing like 165, 166, 167 with slipstream. So that's that bit of effect that we see as cars flying past. And he's got to beat his last sector time if he wants to get into those 7:59s. He's going to be right on the edge of it, on for an 8-minute flat dead if he can match his best. But that looks very clean through the last bit of the Dottinger. What's it going to be across the line? As he made it, just barely lost out. But that's a wonderful lap. Not sub-7, he's a 10th off. 8:00.135 for the last two on.
Jaggy in 4th place has managed to maintain that gap over, I'm losing it in 5th. Just about in the slipstream.
Yeah, he's 8/10 up. There's Colin serving that penalty. He's caught right up though. He's going to drop back down and have to catch that gap up again. But you can
losing
see
it,
the
catching up
confidence
to
he's got in that
4th place
Porsche.
Jaggy very, very quickly here. quick enough to maybe make a move this time.
He is, yeah. What's that speed difference? Yeah, 8 mile an hour speed difference. We're looking almost 170 mile an hour as the 296 goes onto the grass momentarily. We're still side by side coming into the braking zone, and I'm losing it. Just about got it. What a move in that 296. I did not
I'm losing
think
it
they
than
were
anything
both
else.
surviving that.
I thought he was going to go for a bit of a Kylie.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes like fully 2 wheels onto the grass. Little bit of contact. Looks like Jaggy goes onto the grass to avoid it, but no damage. Both cars staying on the road. But yeah, there's aggressive, and then there's that from I'm losing it.
Well, he
but
missed
got
that
ahead and got that P4.
Yeah, he missed that on the opportunity.
Very harsh
on
penalties.
on the,
yeah, very harsh.
the lap before. He had it in his head, didn't he? I'm not messing about this.
Yeah. Yeah, he had that planned from lap 1. He was getting that move done, and it was getting televised. Save the name, I'm losing it, as he's in P4 now. That was a saying, the penalty zone here is absolutely horrendous. I think it was a 1.5 second, it wasn't a 3 second that Anoljan had to serve, and he's lost over 3 seconds to the pack ahead. Jaggy's still staying very comfortably in that slipstream of the 296 in P4. We've seen his very keen to go wheel to wheel, so with action with Racer. Interestingly, battle for P7 brewing a little bit.
Collins 1 second penalty in 6th place, costing him real time around 4 to 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I say, because it's like on the dotting right at the start as well. Wouldn't be too bad if it was closer to that racing zone.
Racer Waster back in, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 seconds now, just almost dropped to 2.9 momentarily, like maybe towards the end of this lap. I mean, it's a long lap, but we'll definitely keep our eyes on that. Of course, as I've said that now, 3.5 seconds gap, 3.6. So maybe Racer's pulling away, maybe they're equal pace as Racer goes onto the grass. Then loses about a second. He lost Pud coming onto one of the, like I like to call it, beams to the wall sections. We've got this wonderful double apex, separates the boys from the men, and he does have to lift, does Racer. You can take it flat if you've got the balls and you're in the correct car.
Back at Waster there, he just done the right thing, just lifted and kept himself out of even more trouble. But that's definitely well.
Yeah.
Well, they've really taken advantage of that.
The gap did go up, the Racer was pulling, and then he did shave about a second off from that. So I reckon they seem very, very equal pace. 12.423 fastest lap for Racer on lap 2. 12.592 fastest lap for Pud. So yeah, very equal on pace, these boys. Trying to play it safe. 3.9 seconds now the gap between Colin and Jaggy. He wants that P5 back. Should hopefully see him in P4 as well, try and get past both of them, but I'm losing it. Is on a mission and he's starting to pull a bit of a gap to Jaggy. So we're on lap 7. Most of the guys came in the pits on lap 4 as it's a mandatory 2-stop. So that's 3 lots of 4 to spread it out equally.
Not on board. We're having a look at Jim in the pink livery for Danny, but he's just done a really consistent run, and he found himself in no man's land.
He kind of feels. Yeah, it feels a bit like George Russell. It's like he's done absolutely nothing and he's somehow in P3. But wicked, like this is how you endurance race, and he's on He's on for a
As Colin
8:05
ended up
actually.
in
If he
fourth.
could keep this pace up. Oh, I'm losing it. It's lost it by the looks of it. Yeah, he did. I've just back caught it. No, I haven't.
No, I missed it.
He's already got it.
He's definitely had a moment.
Yeah, Jaggy's had a moment as well because he's dropped down to P6. We've also missed. We are bloody useless at this. We've got 2 eyes in the sky.
Given
And we're missing absolutely everything. Come on, shit.
Jaggy
What are
was
you playing
chasing,
at?
I'm losing it. You can only. I reckon Jaggy's made a move come off worse, but held losing it up. And then Colin just said, "Nice one, lads," and off he went.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
much,
you,
Lee,
mate.
and bye-bye. Let's pop down to the back.
Yeah, it's possibly around.
Mark the mod still plodding along there.
Yeah.
Even-minded. Alright, every time I look at him, he hits a wall, so...
Wow, he's going to absolutely love that, watching the Coles back. Imagine that. This is your
he's stable.
first race with
Coles,
and that's what you hear.
Break the curse.
Well, you say that as the rear ends. Still got his hazards on, by the way.
Probably just fair warning.
If he could pay someone to hang out the car waving a blue flag, I'm pretty sure he would.
There we go. No crashes. Well done, mate. We're looking for Lulu.
Absolute legend.
Camera couldn't find them for a minute there.
Yeah, there's Lulu. Only NSX on the grid.
Oh, we couldn't find Lulu because Lulu was in a wall.
Lulu loosed it.
Oh, Mickey Moocher is looking to make a move on Addy. It's a battle for 10th place, this one.
Oh, yeah, they're well close to each other. Let's keep our eyes on this. Both of these we saw in that opening battle, showing us exactly the fair play racing that they've got on tonight. See if there's a bit more action. Addy just seems to be a battle magnet this race. I'm sure everyone's absolutely loving it. Just coming on the approach. I'm not even going to try and read them. I know the Dinger and that's it. And the Carousel and a couple more. Yeah, I've got a track map up, but it's in, I didn't consider that it being German and I can't read German.
Oh!
It's a fun one to drive.
Addy,
Addy!
You disappeared.
Can't park there, mate!
Well, not you. Addy.
I just back caught it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I meant, mate. Oh, so it's got Mickey right. Yeah, he's just like going fast, do a bit of lawn mowing, almost takes Mickey out in the process. We're back on the track. But Mickey is in a much more comfortable P10 now. Sure, he's buzzing with that. It was like I had in my car race the other week. We're chasing someone, last lap they just lock up and go flying off. Best speed in it.
Whack, who's 30 seconds behind Hood, who's still 3 seconds behind Waster, who is now looking to have a go on Jaggy.
He was right on the back end. Hey, Jaggy and Racer
should
again.
Have had the Jaws music.
Battle for P6 again, like.
A wild Waster appears.
Have there been any more BFS triggers yet that have arrived?
I've got nothing queued up.
Finger simulator. God, where'd you like
I
sound
told you,
effects and
didn't I?
everything? Where's the
Everything,
shit out from it?
I deleted the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, you reset everything. He's got to go through and put all the memes
I
back.
deleted the profile and not the scene.
You absolute melon.
Alright, Waster's on it now, and we can see Pud starting to get his foot down. Battle for 6th could probably bring him into it.
He's still right on the tail. Oh, I've just lost it. It's about P6 we're watching. Racer still right on the tail. I'm watching this, looking backwards on Jaggy. Best view of this track.
It's a shame we didn't get to see what caused Jaggy to be.
Pud's still very, yeah.
Could end up from 4th to 8th.
Pud's still very much in
See,
this as well.
on board with Waster at the
Three-way
minute.
well,
See
P6
Pud in our rearview mirror.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, you've got the rear view mirror, you've got Pud slowly creeping forward. Food on update, 27.7 seconds in the lead. And we got
Oh, Jaggy made a mistake there. Here comes Waster.
Oh, Waster looking up the inside, backs out with it, tries to think of another better way to overtake, but that's allowed Jaggy to get that gap that Racer took out from that mistake. Through onto the run. Still Racer being as aggressive as possible, trying to take as much time out of Jaggy.
Right on the back of him by the time we get to the home
Yeah, 1.3 seconds that gap now between Pud, 1.1 seconds, especially if these two start fighting. And Jaggy almost loses the rear through there, so easy to do on the downhill braking section. Racer almost loses it, coming onto the throttle, and that's allowed Pud to momentarily gain off what maybe he had a bit of an issue through that sector as well. The gap stay roughly the same, 6/10 now between Racer and Jaggy. Racer in the wrong gear though, coming out onto this long straight section, and that's allowed Jaggy to just get a bit more momentum. Breaking around the black box there, drop it down third, harsh on the throttle, coming out. Exits look roughly the same for the Porsche and the Hyundai. Jaggy keeping that gap around 1.1 seconds, 1.1 as well to Pud. What a race we've got brewing on our hands here. Do we have any fun facts on any of these drivers that we can sprinkle in?
We'll have a look for you in a second, mate.
Yeah, no worries. I'm probably gonna go into the kitchen and get some as well because I'm quite hungry, but wait till a bit, because I reckon we're about to see the next set of pit stops, because the leaders just about to finish lap 8, and if they're doing four lap stints for the 2-stop, should be coming now to get a fresh set of mediums, get some more juice in. We know Colin did 5 laps on the first stint, same as Racer. Didn't quite work out though, so are they gonna go for it? There is Colin coming up to lap Mark the Mod. So Udon already a lap ahead of Mark, not quite lap evil-minded yet. We've got the full, pretty much the full sprint layout between them. There is Udon coming into the pit.
Leaders in.
To finish
what
that
did Colin
stint.
do last time? Is he doing a 5 and a 5?
What, about Maximus?
Two on the softs at the end?
Colin did, yeah, Colin. Possibly. He did do 5 last time, but it didn't quite work out for him. He's got back into P4 from others' mistakes.
But that 1 second penalty was what really crippled him. Udon had a lot more fuel than Maximus was coming as well.
Yeah, he did. That's why the gap was going so strong.
So as expected, coming up to the home straight, Pud is right involved now. No one's safe here.
Proper three-way battle brewing. Talking about fuel, it was 18 and 3. So provided that they fuel to the same thing, Udon should gain around about 5 seconds, maybe 6, maybe 7 in the pit. And is Maximus going to go all the way to 87% to Udon?
The 6th place here.
Oh yeah, I'm watching this. Are we going to go 3 wide? It looks like Jaggy and Racer close another bit of the late defensive move from Jaggy there. Keeps the P6 though as we go into the break-in. Lovely and respectful, yeah, but it looks like he took Racer. Oh my god. Are we all staying out? No, Pud comes in.
Give me a heart attack. So that
coming out of the pits is the man that we've literally not seen in this race, but is buggered off into the distance. Jim Max coming in to play a bit. Is ahead of both of these drivers, and looking at the pace difference, seems to be around 3-4 seconds a lap faster in the bright pink WRX. Better highlighter colour than the P1R livery. But yeah, proper 3 with swapped 1 from the back and got 1 in the front. Colin stays out as well.
3rd place.
Going to do the full 4 laps of the stint.
3rd place.
Maybe
Colin's
a 5 and 5,
points.
like you said. Sorry.
He's the co-founder of the SupportED charity. Plays GT7. He's played GT7 for 2 years and has put in 5,000 hours. Logitech G Pro wheel GT Omega rig.
He also races in this league called ZFF. I don't think I've heard of him though, but like a bunch of nobodies.
Pud, who we spoke about earlier, is 69, is retired. He's been sim racing for 3 years. He's the admin for Fair Play Racing. Worked in transport for 30 years after finishing a career in motor racing from supercarts to sports to F1. He's interested in all sports, but he's also played golf since a young age.
My go. Right, I'm gonna
Addy, and he's the last one I've got information. Yeah, he's come into the pits. Fair Play Racing member since it started. 3-year sim race experience. Lifelong motorsport fan. He's the owner of Eddie Barra's School of Racing, approved by the Udon. He's 55. He's got a G Pro, a Logitech G Pro, GT Omega rig. Whack at Spence's wife, organiser of the Fair Play Racing monthly challenge for all members. Not the fastest in the group, but enjoys the racing and the banter. married to Tracy, and he has a special breeze block. Apprentice will like that one.
I literally just got back into my flat and heard Parental like that one. Wicked, what did I miss?
Addy Barra has a special breeze block. If you like the sort of racing, then you're you've just come across this and want to get involved. Fair Play Racing can be found on Facebook, and as you see in Colin's name, ZFS, you can also find us Facebook and Discord as well. Two excellent communities for clean racing.
Really strive ourselves
Not
on
everyone
clean
can get it
racing.
right all the time, but the intention for the clean racing
Put a show on for us tonight.
gets you out of that. You actually took the words out of my mouth there.
Sport mode hellhole.
Like quite literally.
And start like actually have you can go side by side with people without having to worry if they're going to just turn into you. You've got that confidence to like actually race the people around you, and as someone just coming from sport mode, it's kind of hard to actually like get the words out and explain it like that. So I'm here thinking Jim Maps was playing with Colin. It wasn't. It was Jaggy when he came out of it. So
Lulu's crept up the pack.
Off into the distance as we expected.
Sneaky.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, I do. Yeah, still yet to pit, so that might drop them back. But they've got a very comfortable gap to Mark and
They're just thoroughly enjoying having a race out there, to be honest.
They're the happiest still on track.
Evil cat.
Evil cat, just not evil cat, but evil minded. I knew I'd do that at least once. Just comes into the pits now.
Honestly, when I see it,
it's not enough about you were waiting for me to do it. One of us numpties is doing it. It's probably going to be me.
Finds himself in third, 24-second gap. That's the if he does get, he's definitely got the fuel to do that. He will. He's surely all the practice he does.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
surely he's doing 5 and 2. That's a very it's a very Colin strategy as well.
Slow refuel. Right?
Well, it's 2 times on the fuel, I think, so that plays a massive role. And it's a very long pit stop, I think, just for tyres. Wait, we can check the lap times. Let's look at Udon. So, 40 odd, 50 second pit loss.
As much fuel
So
as
that was basically a full tank that he took as well. Yeah, I think he went from like 20 to 90, so call that 70. So no, it was 35 seconds of that wouldn't have been fuel. No, maybe it was like 20 seconds.
Just looking at Colin.
And 2 times on the refuel.
Alright,
So
here
what
we
was
go.
that?
The battle for P5's back on.
Oh yeah, I did see a little twitch. Battle for P5's back on. Yes, it is. Juggy catching back up to Racer. And he wants a rematch. He wants a round like 27, I think this is, between these two. We're putting an absolute fight on for us. 1.7 seconds. That gap.
Look at that.
It seems like Racer's heard us and got right. Time to get the foot down.
Racer's gone wide.
Yeah.
So is Jaggy a little, but not as much.
Oh, Jaggy's gone wide. Yeah, and Racer's lost about 2 seconds from that, but seems to have recovered it. That gap not coming down at too fast, but we know that 992 is slightly better in the straight line than that Hyundai. Gaining around, 152. Racer with damage as well, which is just repaired. That will have cost him on the straight. Jaggy didn't have damage. Neither of these drivers have pit yet. Might see them come into the pits this lap. We know Jaggy is on his 5th lap of this stint, and Racer's on his 4th, I believe. Yeah, Racer stayed out with Colin and Jaggy came in. Are either of these going to dart into the pit? Yes, Jaggy is, and Racer stays out, going for that 5.52. Same strategy as Colin, who also stayed out and will do 5 laps on these mediums again. So Jaggy in the pits, he's not going to have to fuel as much, but where is he going to come out? So I'm losing it. Gained quite a bit on him after a mistake, and 30 seconds off Lucy is going to have a pretty comfortable gap to Jaggy, but Pud is very close and he's around that pit stop window, and I think Jaggy and Pud are going to come out quite close to each other. So just over 50% is all he needs. Yet 57, Jaggy comes out. Where's Pud? He's just about barreling towards turn 1. Looks like he's jumped. Yes, he has. He's jumped Jaggy in the pits, and he's got comfortably round turn 1. I'd say that's a 5-6 second gap odd when that stabilizes. Pud's very comfortably in P7, so Jaggy's got quite a bit of work to do. We know Racer and Odeon are going to have to pit. We did see staying out on those mediums did cost them quite a bit. And Odeon's broke into the 809. We didn't catch that, lap 7. Very nice lap there, Colin, and still incredibly consistent is the Scotsman. Look at them lap times. It's like the same lap again and again and again. You could tell Colin's been putting the hours in for this one. I'm just glad I've been able to have the opportunity to help out, raise a bit of money for charity, and get an absolutely mental race at the same time.
Just looking at Maximus for a bit, giving him a bit of screen time. Another one who's sort of pretty much found himself in no man's land. But I did hear someone mention he got a cool livery. To be fair, it is a lovely livery.
Yeah, it's you pan the camera around, but I just think no, it's not in those colour changes.
Positive Power Engineering Limited.
Yeah, I think Udon's. Yeah. I think Udon's won the livery contest in my eyes. Yeah. Apologies if you just hear me munching in the background. So now seems to be a good time to go over the gaps. So we've still got Udon in a very comfortable lead, 34 seconds now ahead of Maximus. We've got Colin in P3, who's 6.3 seconds behind Maximus, but with a pit stop left, and I'm predicting right. So 616 is around like 15% odd, give or take, a bit more, 15-17% a lap. I reckon Colin's only going to need to take around like 12-13 seconds of fuel, plus the 20-second odd, maybe 25.
It's all going to be really. Jim was net P3 anyway.
He basically, yeah.
So it's more or less, where does he come out amongst 5, 6, 7?
Yeah. It's where is he going to come out? Because he's got 45 seconds, and I reckon his pit loss, because he's not going to have to take him with the fuel, is going to be around 35-40 odd.
So
So he should.
The gap between 4 and 5.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, between Colin and Racer, it's 46 seconds, which he should come. Yeah. If he was taking as if he was taking as much fuel as Udon, who lost around 50 odd seconds. So yeah, I reckon it's
minus,
like 30
minus. Well, he's got half a lap of fuel on board.
Yeah, and that's what I've been. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about 12 to 13 seconds of fuel. That's like gonna take it. He only needs to get to like 40%, maybe even like 35, because six laps in the tank, that's 16.7% a lap if you're on track for that. So yeah, 35-40% fuel.
Who actually came out on the softs. So he's gonna try and hit 3 on them.
Yeah, he did. Lulu on the soft, Lulu on the soft as well, but 44 seconds in 3 laps.
Let's go to where the action's probably going to be in a minute, and that'll be 5th place around about there. So we're just looking at 3rd place Colin and Oljan. He's still yet to pit. He's going to likely pit for softs. Everyone else around him has pitted.
Yeah, Racer as well hasn't pit. I'm convinced. I'm looking at this gap. Racer's not pit. So the next driver that hasn't pit is I'm Losing It, who is over a minute behind Colin. So Colin's going to be a very comfortable P4.
Consistency and.
All through consistency. Look at them lap times. Colin, the machine on those mediums. Tyres degrading, just say no. You can't legally drop lap time without your consent. Colin absolutely putting a storm on in that 992.
Completely misspoke about the fuel.
He's just about got the fuel light on. So yeah, he's only going to have to take like 30% odd, which it was around at two times 15 odd seconds, with 30 odd seconds, maybe a bit more, 35. He's gonna lose less than Udon did. I reckon he's gonna lose 40 odd seconds. Racing's gonna come into that gap from the same turn, so he's gonna come like 20 seconds behind Max. Oh, as I'm Losing It, she spinned it! Drop a marker! There's Pud's coming right through, and that's gained massively, has Pud 3.3 seconds that gap. I'm Losing It, somehow didn't take damage, but a massive shunt from the 296.
Very strange indeed.
Yeah, slightly suboptimal. So Colin's fueling up. What's he going to go to? I said 35-40 odd. He goes to 37.
Right,
what a prediction indeed.
So I'm Losing It probably would have been near him, but that spin.
There's he going to come out. Yeah, what did I say? Like 20 seconds off Jim Max, 18 seconds.
Our attention needs to turn that to
legendary prediction from me.
End up in 7th place again?
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's lost 10 seconds to Colin since we last looked at it. Colin already out of the pit.
Right, so
before he comes in. So here's Pud and I'm Losing It.
5.
What's Racer going to go up to?
Oh no. Well, I don't know as it goes. He's in the Subaru, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it the Subaru he's in? Or
he's in a different car, so it might be a bit. No, it's a Hyundai he's in. so I'm not too sure what the fuel rate's like on that. But Jaggy's going up. It's Racer and Jaggy again.
They just
Well,
attract.
we
They
just
just
can't get
magnetise
enough
each
of
other.
this
These
pairing.
two.
Oh yeah, yeah. On to the penultimate lap now. Udon update. Udon almost 40 seconds off
Just
the
take
road.
the opportunity again to thank everyone who's joined us this evening. If you do feel like donating to the charity that this race is in aid of, SupportED, all links are in the description for the organisation itself and for the donations. All help appreciated.
Yeah.
So Jaggy, of course, was in fourth at one point, whilst it was Colin lingering around in sixth or seventh.
Yeah. Yeah, now is 1.62 Racer, who did come out on the start. Yeah, look at that tyre wear that Jaggy's got. I think the stock should comfortably do that. Then 3 laps. Maybe they're going to just die off a cliff. Like soft
So everyone seemed a bit nervous about it.
Yeah. That's what I was going to go on to. The most important part of the stream is, of course, the odometer check. The winner tonight is I'm losing it in the 296. The car may have only came out in December, but he's already clocked almost 8,000 miles in the thing. Clearly, absolutely loving that car. Closest one's not even close. It's Jaggy is second with 2,620 now in the 992. Again, only came out in December and he somehow almost put 3,000 miles on the clock. But it's a wonderful car, can't fault him. Racer's still right on the tail of him there. 1.2 seconds now, that gap between Racer, who's just come out, and Jaggy. I can't remember, was Racer put out ahead or behind Jaggy? Has Jaggy got past him?
1.2 is the gap between
so
these two,
Jaggy
so
on a stall.
battle imminent. Jaggy on the fresher tyres.
Just jumped on board with Jim. He had a bit of a moment, but caught it absolutely flawlessly.
15, 16 second gap between him and Colin and
Yeah, 16 seconds that gap. Well, Jim on the mediums, Colin on the soft, taking away. 7/10 now, that gap, so firmly in the slipstream range is Racer. 4/10 now, 3/10, 2/10. Racer taking out loads of time on Jaggy. Getting right up and close to that bumper, letting him know I am here. And he's caused Jaggy to have a bit of a mistake, who's gone into the wall. And that's allowed Racer to get past. The pressure getting to Jaggy. Luckily, he's not picked up damage, so he's not going to lose too much time. But that's a good 3 seconds he just lost to Racer, and that cost him the position.
too much of curb, sent him out wide.
Yeah, as I said, he's probably flicked back, seen Racer, but where the hell is this guy coming from once again? And the pressure just got to him and he missed his brake marker a bit. So easy to do there, especially because it's downhill. You got to brake a bit earlier than feels usual. Right,
next
last
battle
lap,
seems to be for
801.028.
I'm losing it, and Pud, of course, was it first lap spin? We still don't know what happened or what caused it, but there was
that one.
There was cars everywhere pointing in all
we
sorts
just
of
went on, and it was him and Mickey just
But he's worked his way back, finds himself 1.4 seconds off the back of 5th place and closing in quite quickly.
Ooh, just kicks up a bit of grass there.
We'll have a quick hello to our boys at the back. Oh, got some blue flags.
Yeah.
Mark the mod just being passed there.
Yeah. Yeah. Mod just still doing what
Comes
he
Evil
was doing earlier, taking it
as he
nice
comes
and
towards the end of his 10th lap. Yeah, the end of his 10th lap.
Yeah, 6 minutes
Lulu's
ahead
had a bit of a mare, done well to
Mark.
work up to nearly 10th, back down to 12th again.
Yeah, well that would have been from
of course, yeah,
a
no,
pit
they
stop.
pitted.
There was a pit difference when you going in, yeah.
Eddie Barrett finds himself a minute behind 10th place Mickey,
Go run through the grid.
who is...
Yeah, anyone just wondering what the gaps are as the leaders just started the final lap? It's 41 seconds between P1 and P2. Maximus in P2 is 30.8 seconds ahead of Jim Max in P3, who is 10.3 seconds ahead of Anolgin in P4, who's 46.6 seconds ahead of P5. I'm losing it. And it's 15.3 seconds to Racer or Waster in P6. Yeah, that gap now is 3.1 seconds, so a bit wider than we last looked, but still very much the two closest drivers on track. It's then in P8 is Jaggy, 10.4 seconds back. Someone just disconnected or left the lobby. It's Mark the Mod. Does so well to get this far and just disconnecting from the room on the final lap. Very unlucky, mate. So whereabouts were we? It was between Jaggy and Puds. So from P7 to P8 it's 10.6 seconds. 30.2 seconds separates Jaggy and Wack in P9. Then it's 45.1 seconds to Mickey Moocher in P10. 1 minute and 19 to Adibara in 11th. Then 40.8 seconds now to Lulu in P12. And then 3 minutes and 13 to Evil Minded. And with Mark Lamar not making the finish, he is our only DNF
so
of the event.
last lap. Puds obviously made a mistake somewhere.
But he's catching back up, that gap coming down to 2 seconds. Now the race finish is probably on 3 minutes is max, I think, so we're only going to see the top 8 finish.
Puds on the mediums.
Good, you can set it to 10 minutes in quali, but only 3 minutes in the race. Yeah, wait, Puds on the medium? Jesus! When did he pit? He pit lap, he pit lap 9. Yeah, so he's done 3 on the mediums. Jaggy's soft, who's on his 3rd lap, just starting now, they're at halfway. So we'll see how much they die off a cliff. Colin update, Colin's doing perfectly
only
fine
9
on his
seconds
tyres.
behind
He's
Jim.
done 3 on them. Giving it... Oh wow, yeah, that's proper come down.
Warm mediums versus
8-12
the
for
softs
Jim last lap.
Freshest tyres on the track, them softs.
Yeah. So they've taken around 5 seconds a lap out, so it's probably not close enough to try and challenge that. Maybe an extra lap, he could have done it. But beautiful result from Colin. P4, you can tell he's put his hours in, and he's gonna. I bet he's over the moon with that. He's broke past the 810s, which is an incredible barrier to do.
God bless you, mate.
At this track in Group 3.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see you jump in, mate. knows that Andy's a legend.
Always appreciate the support on the streams. Yeah. I recognise the name from somewhere, but it's annoying me, which I don't. Well, how I don't know where he's from. Yeah.
All right. I think we give our leader for the whole race this last bit here.
Yeah, absolutely untouchable has been Udon. From start to finish in practice, he was the only one who was under the 8 minutes, 7:58 I think I saw on the softs. I've only seen him on the mediums and he's already got so close to breaking into that sub 8 minute 1.35. No, that's wrong, 800.135, there we go. On these buses. I think they'd work, but no, I'm just blind for that. Absolutely phenomenal pace from Udon. Taking a very deserved win, and I believe the winner gets a trophy as well from this race. Saw that. Yeah. Pop that on the mantelpiece, tell grandkids about it. Yeah, thanks for inviting me to join you on comms for this one. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, I'm with Corinthus Andy.
That's Santa. Oh no, not like. Yeah, I'm that very loud teenager that for some reason is allowed on comms when it's not got clue
wrapping this up. So what? As Udon's getting ready to
I guess
hit the final straights. You enjoyed this one?
Absolutely love it, and the fact that it's been to raise money for a charity that one of our drivers started themselves. It's for a really good cause, and it's been an absolute pleasure to help out. Give the guys at FPR a good thing to watch. It's been absolutely blisteringly clean and fast the entire race.
Well, we're always in
it's
the
honestly making me want to jump in with a race with these guys.
Fair play racing. Anyone who plays Gran Turismo,
I've definitely seen
fair play
Udon
racing in the open lobbies, usually in neon lights. Jump in. Good bunch. You know what? It's been a pleasure covering it.
Yeah.
The racing's been clean and fun to cover, but it's the stories behind some of these drivers are hilarious.
Yeah.
They're all good people, and what Colin
you definitely
and everyone behind the SupportED charity have done. Yeah.
Oh, Andy's giving the flash of the headlights to the comms. He knows what's up, Udon does. That's how you get into our hearts. Give us a cheeky little flash. That came out a bit wrong, but you know what I mean. Udon comes to win the second edition of the FPR SupportED charity race with a dominant, almost 50-second lead to Maximus in P2. Udon shows us how it's done. Yeah, I see Stampy and I think
Maximus
of the
is,
Minecraft
again,
YouTuber.
like Udon, not at the Udon's pace by any stretch, but just him, Jim, and in the end, Colin. No real competence, like no real fighting. Just kept their heads down and got the job done. Crossing the line in second place, Maximus.
Got their head down, but yeah, it is.
And it is, look, just under 5 seconds.
It is only the top 8 we're going to be able to see
Colin in
finish.
third place.
Yeah, so
Hitting that,
give it
hitting a
another
lap
lap.
earlier seemed
I reckon we
like
could have
it
seen Colin on the podium.
would have probably have done
Absolutely.
the
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
he's
what
definitely,
happened.
look at that tyre
Crossing
face.
the
Tyre
line in
lighting,
third,
they've definitely
Jim.
got another lap on the soft.
4th place, Colin.
Yeah.
Well done, boys.
It's over a minute to this wicked battle that we had for P5. Given nothing happens, it will be I'm losing it who takes it. Evil Minded is also going to get to finish the racing time a lap down. He's going to be the next driver to cross the line. Also giving, no, that's, I thought he was flashing his headlights. That's his hazard switch, it's still on the entire race. Got a good performance on for us. Takes P13, does Evil Minded across the line now in the 992. Very nice. So I'm losing it, just coming across the Dottinger towards the end, across the line in the 296. Plenty of battles, plenty of action for I'm losing it, and he's going to round out the top 5 with a very strong result. Racer or Waster comes home to take P6. Again, very entertaining. 807.5 as well. Strongest lap by far from him last lap. And it's Puds who takes P7. And Chaggy's going to be just about make it to the line. There'll be 10 seconds left on the clock. Another one which we've seen a lot of action from. Just about gets across in time. It's going to be Whack P9, Mickey Moonster P10. Lulu P11 and
you can have it if you want. Official results.
No, P12 was Addy Barra. Yeah.
That's it, guys.
There we go.
P10
So
for
it's
me,
last dude
P9,
who takes the lead in the 992, winning the second edition of the FPR SupportED charity race.
Here we go.
Fastest lap of a 8:00.135. That's fastest lap by
P9.
over 4.5 seconds. Well, actually, just under 4.5 seconds.
Thank you guys for watching.
Very strong
Sponsoring.
win from the last dude on. It's another Porsche in P2, 49 seconds back. That's Maximus again. 8:04.6.